really please you?
Yeah, it's something, as I said to you last year, we couldn't just rely on Joe last year. His 18 goals was probably the reason why we finished third from bottom. And we couldn't go through that season again today. So bringing Sean Jeffers in and Mitchell Weiss in and Chidanokwi and Joseph has been good signings for us. And as you say, they've scored 5 goals between them today. We expect that. I've said all along we want 15, 20 goals from each of them. Whether they'll be able to get that if they're not playing, but there's competition for places now, which is the most important thing. And we've got that. Chid just felt his hamstring a little bit tight, so we just took him off before. Literally, as soon as we got the second goal, we took him off just to make sure that he might not be fit for Tuesday, but certainly by next Saturday he should be fine.
Had a few trialists out there today. Did any catch your eye?
Yeah, it was good. We only had sort of 2 or 3 trialists, so but they were good. They've done themselves no harms whatsoever. So we'll have to see where we are with them, talk to them. But as I said before, we can't have a massive squad. We early on it's going to be tough because we're going to go Saturday, Tuesday, and then we'll settle it down once we know where the fixtures are. So, we're going to have a squad there that hopefully be about 18, 19, and then we'll have to see from that side of it where we are. But at the moment, it's going to be talk to 1 or 2 of the trialists who played today. One of them in particular, has done very well again. So we'll have to talk to him now and see where we are and see if we can put something on the table for him to sign, hopefully this week. And then we'll have to see, because 1 or 2 players, if they don't, come up to the level that we require, then we'll have to get 1 or 2 players out on loan again, as we've done in the last couple of weeks. But everyone's done well today. They've worked hard and put a good 45 minutes in.
How have you found the sort of summer for yourself? Obviously, you said the lads have been back for quite a few weeks now. Has it been going all right?
Yeah, it's one of them. We've got to try and plan it, and it's stop-start in terms of where we've been, Jake. We were planning for August at one stage, which was always going to be put back to September. It was what dates we started in September, and then once we got to September, it was then put back to the 3rd of October. So, from putting our first pre-season in place to be ready to start today, to be ready for the 12th of September, has been put back to the 3rd of October. So we've got these 6 games now which we need to use to get ourselves into some sort of match fitness, knowing that when we go into obviously Hendon and the free conference side is going to be really tough, and we need to be ready for that, and that's what we're looking at the moment. We've just got to make sure that a lot of the players have done a lot of the hard work, they've done a lot of graft. Some of the GPS readings we've got has been very good, but we've got to be careful now that we don't overtrain in terms of the period when we've got these games. So it'll be games now for a couple of weeks, and then we'll put some training back in before we go into the last couple of weeks of the season.
Obviously no supporters today. Have you found that in your experience?
It's pre-season really, so it's not too bad. I think once the league season starts, if there's no support, it's going to be very difficult. I think today hasn't been too bad. There's lots of rules and regulations we've got to abide by, which is understandable. It's very difficult doing a team talk in a stand. So we have to be careful who's around us from that side of it. We can only have 6 players in the change room at any one stage, so it's a bit disjointed in terms of having the players in for 1:15, and then 6 getting changed, and then another 6 getting changed, and then trying to do a warm up where it's difficult from that side of it. But everyone's in the same boat. We've got to understand where we are, and we just got to be precautious in terms of the way we go about it. Respect what's been asked of us, which is what we're doing. And we've done a good job of it today. I think Tuesday night, in terms of the game just behind closed doors, helped, and it's obviously made a big difference today. The only thing I would say is the weather's been absolutely atrocious, and didn't stop raining for the last couple of days, even though everyone was moaning at the beginning of the week it was too hot. So no, from that side of it, it's been good, but it's difficult because, let's just say, you try and do things as a group, and unfortunately at the moment we're having to do it as individuals and in 6s and 7s, which is as I say, understandable, but it's quite difficult.
And finally, you've got 2 games coming up this week. Tuesday night, Stotfold away, and then Saturday, Watford under-23s away. 2 very different games.
Yeah, it will be. Obviously Stotfold is an old club of mine, and I knew we were going to be going on to a nice playing service there, which is the reason why we did it. And it obviously helped them in terms of their new ground. We spoke about it probably 6 months ago, so I'm looking forward to going back there. And as I say, the pitch will be absolutely brilliant from where and the money they've spent on it. And then Watford will be very difficult in terms of a team that's going to keep the ball very well. We've got to defend a little bit better than what we've done today, and be patient, which is good because today we were on the front foot. They sat off us and let us have it, and at times I felt we just forced it a little bit. But you know, at times when we kept the ball and we moved it and we passed it and we broke the lines, we looked really good. And you know, 3-1 at one stage there could have quite easily been 4, 5 and 6. And I think Zane's hit the post, and we've had, you know, 1 or 2 chances. I mean, Solomon's one was cleared off the line. So really good patches of play. But we've got to learn just to be a little bit more patient at times. But again, first game, so you know, let's not be too critical in terms of where we are. Got a long way to go, 7 weeks today before we go into the FA Cup. So we've got to make sure we're ready for that day.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Ian.
No problem. Thank you.